Honorable Men Discord. Carnival Cruise says the circus is over. Well, not like that, but pretty much the circus is over. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification. Tell anyone you know about this channel. Videos drop daily, 5 p.m. Let's get straight to it. I'll be honest with you, I took my time even touching this subject. Obviously, I was aware of this subject because I'm always going through YouTube to look for topics. First of all the videos I queued up, I completely agree with the videos and what is said in the videos. All right, let's just go straight through the first video and then I'm gonna talk about it after. All right.
I'm gonna keep it all way of being with you. I don't think the Carnival Cruise is being racist. Everybody don't want to hear no motherfucking boots clicking and clacking and no goddamn fans zipping and flapping. I mean, motherfuckers get on the damn boat and spend just as much as money as everybody else, and y'all take over the whole goddamn boat with all that goddamn stumping and flipping and flapping with them goddamn fans. I'm sick of hearing the shit my damn self. Y'all can't make everything about damn race. It's about class. If you on there acting a damn fool, it is older people on there and people on there trying to relax. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that goddamn bull jiving and gyrating and twerking and shit. Everybody don't want to be around it. Hell, I don't want to be around it all the time. Certain shit get on my motherfucking nerves. I want you to shut the fuck up and sit down. And that's just what it is. It ain't always a race thing. But yeah, y'all try to make everything about race and it's not about race. Hell, you got your black people and you got your ninjas. It's two different motherfuckers. And I don't want to be around no damn ninjas all the damn time because some of them don't know how to act. And they be stealing and they be late. But yeah, drop your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm going to keep it.
All right, my thoughts is I completely agree with her. I'm going to share a story. A while back, I went to DR, and I don't remember the exact location in DR that I was at, but I remember I wasn't in the area where most, like, the spring breakers go to. I didn't want to be in that area, all right? By this time when I went to DR, I want to say I was in my early 30s, right? And so anyway, it was intentional. The area that I booked was intentional because I didn't want to be near the crowds. When I go on vacation as a New Yorker, the last thing I want to be is in any area where there's crowds. And I know that might sound absurd, like, oh, you go on vacation, what you expect, other people are taking vacation. I get it. Regardless of the fact, there's always ways to navigate through that and have your peace. When I go on vacation, I want peace. I don't know about anybody else that's watching this video. When I go on vacation, I want peace. I do not want somebody all up on me in my personal space, right? So some might say, well, then just stay your ass in your room. No. All right? No. So I was staying a little further out past the area where most spring breakers go to. And it was a nice resort. What is the name of the resort? I'd like to share it. Never mind that. I'll get to that if I remember it. But I was in a nice resort. And for the first 2 to 3 days, good vibe. First of all, here's the exception. As a New Yorker, you know what I just said? Here's where I contradict myself. No, I don't want to necessarily be around crowds because I grew up in New York. All right? So I'm just overstimulated by crowds. I'm just done with it. I don't really care to go to functions where there's crowds. Now, obviously, I make exceptions for concerts and stuff like that of an artist I like to see. Nas, if it's Lauryn Hill, I'll go to see Stevie Wonder, so on and so forth, you know? But, so the exception is if I'm in the vicinity of a large group of people and the vibe is chill, everyone's respectful, and I know this might sound like, oh, you're describing heaven. There's no heaven out here. Listen, you'd be surprised. There's places where people are respectful, courteous, they have manners, right? Some people introduce themselves to you. They say hi, take care, bye, enjoy your time. Believe it or not, there's people out there that talk like that, right? Where am I going with this? The first 2 to 3 days in DR, I had a ball. By like the fourth, a crowd came in, like she was talking about, the ninjas, right? And I could speak on it because I'm black. I don't care how anybody feels about it. If you represent the ninjas, you're going to be mad at me, and I still stand on it. I'm not changing what I'm saying because you're in my comments. The ninjas came in, right? And the crazy thing about it is, it's not to say I don't know how to associate with ninjas, all right? That's not what we're here to talk about, as many of us are as black people. Some of us grew up in neighborhoods, or we lived in places, or we even have friends that behave like this. But now, as you get older, for some of you, you're going to realize you're going to cut ties with those people because you no longer want that type of energy around you. But that's like a whole nother episode, because I could make this episode like 2 hours speaking on this. But let's go back to the DR story, right? So by like day 4, the ninjas started coming in, right? Much like what was going on, I guess, on Carnival Cruise to make them change the rules. So the ninjas come and they're playing their music outside of the music that's already being played by Poolside, right? And the funny thing is, I heard the music and I think I was on the first level that has a balcony. I had a balcony corner street. It was beautiful, right? So as I could look down, I could see the pool parties when they have the foam parties, and the ocean. I could see the ocean in the distance. It was like at the corner of the property. It was. I know what I'm doing when it comes to booking. So by the 4th day, I'm hearing music, like colliding music, because I'm like, wait, I'm hearing other music, like, because resorts, at some resorts, or most resorts, they have performances, live performances. So I know I'm hearing, like, in the background, I'm hearing like the band, something like, I know there's performances going on, like every night there's a different performance, but then I'm also hearing other music clashing. So I'm like, then I start smelling weed. So I go to the balcony and I look down and I'm realizing, I said, nah, they didn't find this resort. No, they did not find this resort. They found this resort. And every day after that, I found myself just avoiding going to Poolside. I went to the beach instead. I was just navigating the rest of my trip around the nonsense. Why? Because, again, I go on vacation for peace of mind. Anyone who goes on vacation for peace of mind, see me in the comments. If you don't go on vacation for peace of mind, see me in the comments. Tell me what you go on vacation for. I go for peace of mind, relaxation, recharge. To go back at it and, hit the world running, for your endeavors, things that you aspire to do. If you aspire to do anything, vacations to recharge, get your mind right, and attack life again, because life happens. People pass away. Friends move. Family members move. Change jobs. Lose jobs. Life happens. So the reason why I'm even telling that, sharing that story, is because what this lady is saying is true. The truth of the matter is I have no problem being around my people. That's never the issue. It's which version of my people is coming around me. That's my number one issue. What version of my people are coming around me? Because if it's the ninjas, I'm looking to move. I'm looking to run as fast as possible. I just don't want to deal with it. I dealt with it when I was younger. When you're younger, you do foolish things too. So I'm not acting like I'm perfect or anything like that. We all do foolish things when we're younger, when we're ignorant. But as you grow older and wiser, when you aspire to elevate yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, you're done with that stuff. You don't even want to entertain it. I absolutely can't stand ninjas. You heard it right now on this episode. I can't stand ninjas. I don't have any patience for it. All right, and it's the worst example of who we are as people. We're talented. I said this before in episodes. I'm not here to knock us as a people, but the ninjas manage to always portray us as the most ignorant, foolish, chucking and jiving group of people that there is, and that's not a real representation of who we are. We're talented, we're intelligent, we're trendsetters. We're so many things I can't even think of it all at once at the moment. I want to go on to the next video. So let's go on to this next clip.
Black fatigue is a thing. Newsflash. White people don't want to live around ratchet black people, and black people don't want to live around ratchet black people. So Carnival Cruise is telling black people, take your boots on the ground and your fans and go somewhere else with that shit. And now that special segment of the black community is pissed off. They even going as far as getting on TikTok, calling the cruise line racist, posting videos saying that, oh, Carnival Cruise don't want black people on their cruise ships. That's a lie. They don't want your bullshit on their cruise ships. They don't want you to ratchet it up. You know, like y'all do most of every fucking thing. And you can talk about how you don't want to give your money to them anymore. They don't want your money. That's the whole point. I mean, just face the fact that people don't want to hear fans clapping and boots on the ground, see y'all fighting all day over stupidness, and blasting hip-hop music all night. And newsflash, you're not the only people on the ship. There's other people that paid good money to enjoy peace of mind. So what makes you think that you can take over the entire ship? I mean, other people can't even enjoy the pool area. I know you've seen the videos. They take over the whole pool area, dancing and popping fans and shit. People can't even get in the water. And the sad part is those guests who are not interested in that behavior have to sit and endure it, or they're pushed to another part of the ship, or even have to stay in their rooms. That's not a vacation. And if you don't like the new rules, start your own cruise ship. Then you can have your boots on the ground, pop your fans, and twerk and wear your bonnets all over the ship. No one cares. That's a suggestion. Black fatigue is...
Funny thing is, even if those group of our people were able to put money together and make their own ship, they would surely, sooner than later, figure out that, no, we don't even want these... They wouldn't even want the people that act like them on their own ship that they created. Because it gets old. Property gets damaged. There's no respect for others. I don't know. I'm just going to let everybody speak on the moving forward, because everything that I have queued up here, I completely agree with. Everyone is saying it to a T on how I feel. Let's get to this lady.
So apparently, a couple of changes has been made to Carnival Cruise. And I have nothing to say, but y'all motherfuckers brought that shit on yourselves. Y'all peeped this shit. First and foremost, this is what the fuck happens when you are from the ghetto and you bring the ghetto to other places. And where a lot of y'all fail to realize is that y'all ghetto-ness, regardless of what the fuck your color is, regardless of what race you are, you bring that goofy ass ghetto shit anywhere else, it's no longer tolerated now. Look at what the fuck happened to the baddies. They've been banned from fucking Africa. Can you imagine joining a fucking TV show just for you to find out that you got banned from fucking Africa because of how fucking your fucking castmates was acting, or better yet, how you were acting? Because I'm sorry that I gotta tell y'all this, but this ghetto shit is starting to get fucking sickening and tiring. I am sick to death of seeing people that look like me, majority of it. Even though I said ghetto comes in all fucking colors, I see mainly people that look like me doing this shit, especially on the fucking Carnival Cruise. If y'all want to go see what the rules are, y'all can go look them up themselves. But y'all can go look that up yourselves. But at the exact same time, to all y'all motherfuckers that is mad about those rules happening, be mad at yourself, honey. Be mad at the fact that those motherfuckers thought it was cute to act fucking ghetto, and it's not. Try and pull that shit that y'all pull on the fucking Carnival Cruise. Try and pull that shit on the Ritz-Carlton yacht thing. Try and pull that shit on the Royal fucking Caribbean. Try and pull that fucking shit on Disney fucking Cruise. I will not be surprised if theme parks start jumping in on those ban this ghetto shit. Because guess what? It's happening in theme parks too. And it is not fucking cute at all. Learn from the goddamn fucking baddies. They're banned from a whole goddamn continent. This little ghetto shit y'all got going on, is not fucking cute. And if you get angry at this video, that is all the proof that I need to know. You literally just proved my fucking point. The ghetto shit is not fucking cute. It never has been, and it never will be. And y'all wonder why the motherfuckers that are happy, the elites that are happy about this shit, and y'all wonder why they won't take us seriously, because y'all are doing exactly what the elites want y'all to fucking do. Act ghetto. And make us all look bad. That includes the one that look at this ghetto shit as fucking disgusting, like I did. I said what the fuck I said.
And I agree with her. I agree with her.
So apparently...
Stop that. Move on to the next. I mean, what else is there to say? So the thing behind being ignorant is that's what's that is the nucleus to it, is not caring. That's what's personified with the ghetto behavior and mentality. It's, I could do what I want. Who's going to tell me what? That is the whole thing behind it. So it doesn't matter when level-headed people, individuals like that woman and the two others that I had up before her, it doesn't matter when level-headed black people speak out against this. The ignorant mentality is about, I can do what I want. Who's going to tell me what? My mama don't even tell me what to do. That type of mentality. My father's not, it's not going to change, unfortunately. It's not going to change. All right. It's going to force companies to tighten up on who could come. And unfortunately for the people that act right, that do right, that are mature, wise, respectable people, black people, this is why, and I've known this, I've figured this out a couple years ago. I said to myself, especially when I saw it hit the news, this is why when you, as a black person, try to move into a certain community, especially when you're trying to buy a home in a certain community, you get the song and dance. Why? Because these communities already know how to, the realtors already know how to navigate and get you out of there, because they don't necessarily want you in there, because they don't know what type of black person they're getting. And this is not for all cases, all right? So before anyone who's a realtor jumps in the comment and says, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, we look at credit score, we look at occupation, I get it. But based on what I saw in the news covered a report where they had two gentlemen going after an apartment. They were looking for the same type of apartment, same amount of bedrooms, pretty much same location. One was a African American man, the other one was a Caucasian male. Both of them in similar professions. I think they were like both lawyers or pretending to be lawyers. They went to the same realtor's agency, and the same realtor took each and every one around, not knowing that they were both undercover for the news station. They showed the Caucasian male the more ideal apartments with great views, and they showed the African American male not so ideal locations. With, at one point, he saw an apartment where the window was facing another building's wall, like he had no view. Right? And the reason why I'm bringing that up is the ignorant behavior of some, and I've said this on my on other episodes, it sets the standard for how other people treat all of us, regardless of the fact that not all of us act that way, right? Because they just see us all as one and the same. And they don't really, it's not their job to have to differentiate, oh, those are the ignorant black people, those are the ones, and those are the ones that are mature and law-abiding and, respectable human beings. Right? And unfortunately for us, we constantly have to have this conversation about ninjas versus those that are not ninjas, ignorant versus those that are not ignorant.
So y'all hated when people saw that cruise full of black people and they said all kind of racist remarks. But then after the cruise at the Carnival Port in Galveston, people are fighting in the terminal. And a black woman on an excursion refuses to get up because she didn't have the wristband, and her child has to almost beg her to get off the boat. This is why they make the comments that they make. This is why they don't want to be around us. Too many of y'all don't know how to act. This is why I avoid Carnival. I even avoid the little short cruises that are like real cheap. Some of y'all don't know how to leave the ghetto at home. And these are the people who raise the kids who fight the teacher. It's all related, y'all. And so even black people like myself or others who got some sense, we always are running not from black people, from y'all.
And here's the final one I got queued up.
Carnival Cruise said, not on my watch. We are not doing this no more. We've had enough. So, if you haven't heard, recently Carnival Cruise has updated their policies, rules, and regulations on their current and future trips. So, let's start off hot. That drinking package, the all-you-can-drink, yeah, gonna get rid of that. Sneaking that liquor in that wine bottle or that Listerine bottle, yeah, cut that out because they checking anything and everything that's a liquid coming on board. They open it up, they make you open it on the spot. No more sneaking no more. No more all-you-can-drinks. They getting tired of it. That little speaker that you was planning on bringing, yeah, don't. They taking any and every speaker that they find. They confiscating it. You're going to get it back after the cruise. But in the meantime, while you on there will be no outside music other than this. Playing rap in the club, it's out of there. They're not doing that no more, all right? They said we causing too much problems. But honestly, I don't really think it's the rap music. I think it's the liquor and the rap music because that handed, I've done all I needed to explain. Thinking you about to fight on that cruise ship and head back to your room like nothing happened? Yeah, pack it up. You're getting left at the next port, buddy, old pal. All right? They not going for that no more. No more fighting. They leave you at any port. If you look suspicious, they might just leave you. Carnival Cruise starting to sound like TSA because any laptops, electronics, liquids over 3 ounces, take it out of the bag. Don't bring on here. We taking it all. And when you get on this ship, sit down, shut up, and ride to your destination quietly. When we get there, get off. But when it's time to go, get back on and don't say Nathan. Don't ask for Nathan. In all seriousness, I get it. But at the same time, you got these people stuck on the ship. There ain't nothing to do. We're going to be at a destination in 2 days and you expect me not to get blackout drunk? Right. There ain't nothing to do. So, Carnival, if you going to do this, I get it. But at the same time, you got to give and take. Have a board or plan on people. Ask the people what they want. Okay? You can't just take and not give back. Because if y'all keep this up, y'all gonna be looking like the Titanic. That's right. Them sails gonna plummet to the bottom of the ocean. Never to be seen again. Give and take. Give and take. Carnival Cruise said...
So that's interesting, his take. Should Carnival Cruise be asking the patrons on, or I should say include the patrons on certain changes that they're making? Should they? What company you know does that? And I'm serious when I ask this. If there's a company that actually does that, let me know in the comments. Should Carnival Cruise, and I'm not saying it's a bad or a good idea. Should Carnival Cruise be asking patrons, including patrons, I correct myself again. Should Carnival Cruise be including patrons on policy changes to get feedback? They could do that. But I think there was enough complaints from black and white people that made them make that firm decision immediately. That's why I don't think they waited to include anyone on the decision. Listen, it's cut and dry. All right? I've never been on a cruise, and just off of what's happened with Carnival Cruise, you'll never see me on a Carnival Cruise. And I know they say never. No. I'm the type of person, I'd rather spend a couple extra dollars just to be on the exclusive ships that that ninjas don't go on. It's not about black people. All right? So don't paint me as this guy who's you cooning. No. It's not about black people. I want to be on a cruise with like-minded people. I don't care if the person's Caucasian, Asian, Indian, black. It's not about the race here. This is not about the race. This conversation is about ninjas being on the ship. Okay? Point blank period. And ninjas could come in any color. You got Caucasian ninjas. You got black ninjas. And I don't know about the other races, honestly. I'm sure every race has ninjas to a degree. But unfortunately for us, it seems either people enjoy putting images of ninjas out there, or we just actually have a community that loves ninjas and loves to feed more material for the public to see ninja activity. But that's all I have on this episode. Like I said, I agree with everyone that I had queued up on this. I stand on it. I'm not changing it. I stand on that. And we could talk about it in the comments. You don't have to agree with me, but let's just keep it respectful, because my delete finger is notorious. It's superb. It's amazing. It's undefeated. Okay? So come in my comments with disrespect, I just delete you. I'm not even going to entertain you. And trust me, I sometimes have the urge to get sucked in and argue with people and get disrespectful with people. But then I would be an idiot to do so when the whole purpose is to have respectful dialect with people. You know, we don't have to agree. That's what this channel has episodes where it's going to be disagreeing going on, but let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it mature. We're grown men. All right, let's keep it mature. But that's all I have on this episode. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. See you in the next episode. Take care.